What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here. Today guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about Apple finally confirming and sending invites out for a September 9th event for what we can hope will introduce the iPhone 6. So yes guys, just a few hours ago Apple went ahead and sent out these invitations about the event that they will be holding on September 9th, 2014. So if you guys remember that video that I did almost 2 weeks ago talking about iPhone 6 dates, I do apologize. I did predict that we would be getting these invites, the press and blogs would be receiving the invites on September 2nd, and that was a prediction based on the iPhone 5S and iPhone 5C announcement invitation from last year, which was on September 3rd. Apple is going backwards on all those dates this year. They're going a day back, so I figured why not September 2nd? Well, I was wrong, and not even Apple could wait to actually send out these invitations, and here we are on August 28th when they're coming out with this invitation. So I apologize for being wrong, and well, you could be happy. It came sooner than we thought it would. A week earlier, as a matter of fact, than I predicted. So anyways, we're going to get right into this invitation. Let's have a look at it. As you can see here, it's kind of like the background of an Apple logo. You can see the little leaf on the top with a shadow behind it, which I've never seen Apple really do before. They have the Apple logo on the top, of course. Just you could just kind of see the apple with the dip in it where the leaf is. So you know it's from Apple, of course. And where the text is in the lower portion of the invitation, it says 9.9.2014, which stands for September 9th, 2014, which gives us a confirmation on an event date. And right under the date, it says, "Wish we could say more." That is what the caption reads. So this is not a first for Apple to use one of these "wish we could say mores." If you remember back in June for WWDC, the WWDC 2014 iOS app that you could download from the App Store, actually all the events that they had planned out for the week actually said, "We're keeping this under wraps," something like, "We wish we could say more," and "We're not telling yet." They listed all those events because, you know, they had information regarding iOS 8 betas, OS X Yosemite betas, HomeKit Swift, all that good stuff that they announced at WWDC 2014. So they decided to hide it, and that's the marketing tactic that they used. It's the same exact case here with that invitation where they're saying, "We wish we could say more," which, like I said, is an absolute tease, but also kind of tells us that we can be expecting some big things, and maybe not just one iPhone, which, if you guys remember, about a day or two ago, we got a report in that Apple could be announcing more on September 9th than just the 4.7-inch iPhone 6. And we'll get to everything in just a minute here. So that's the gist of it. Finally, we have some confirmation on an event from Apple about when we can expect to see the iPhone 6 and whatever else they decide to announce. And let's get into that now. So for months, we've been talking about this thing right here. This is the dummy mock-up of the 4.7-inch iPhone 6 that I have right here. I've had this for a while. If you guys remember, teamed up with a bunch of big tech YouTubers back at VidCon in June to get their thoughts on it. And we have seen, lo and behold, everything about this guy right here. There have been leaks, mock-ups, specs, rumors. This is probably one of the most anticipated iPhones ever, in all honesty. People are going crazy over it. And then, like I said, this is the 4.7-inch option here that we can be expecting on September 9th. But not only this anymore, as I said, we got a report in recently, based on what this invitation is saying too, they should be announcing a lot more than just this at their press conference on September 9th, and that also involves the bigger iPhone 6 screen size option, which would be the iPhone 6 5.5-inch option, not just the 4.7-inch option, and also the iPhone 6 companion, the iWatch. And if you guys remember, for months we've been hearing they're going to postpone the 5.5-inch iPhone 6 release date due to low production rates. They were in extreme low quantities, so they were going to put it off into something like December. And then we even heard the iWatch would be delayed until something like early 2015, but you guys know Apple, and they're usually pretty quick to get their stuff together, and so it turns out that they might be announcing literally everything, all three of these products, both iPhone 6 sizes, along with the iWatch companion on September 9th, which is really exciting to hear. I'm looking forward to seeing all their new stuff. Now, they're doing things a bit differently this year for the iPhone 6 announcement, and they're doing it at the same center where, over a decade ago, Steve Jobs introduced the first iMac. Don't get me wrong here, not the Macintosh from 1984, but the original iMac, which I think was about in 1998. And that place hasn't had Apple work with them, and they actually haven't even updated their website since that. And so it's very interesting to see that happening. That is where they're going to be introducing the iPhone 6. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of that. Usually Apple introduces their new iPhones right at their campus. They have a little conference room where they usually do it from. They don't stream it. It's a closed, private invite-only place that only, you know, the tech bloggers could go to and actually live blog back to us, so for us to actually see. You know, it's not live stream like WWDC is, nor is it as big as that. But this is like one of the first times that they're going to this particular center. I'm not exactly sure on the details of it, but it's going to be a little different this year, like I said, and it's pretty cool. It's going to be the same place where Steve Jobs introduced the first iMac. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. From what I hear, they're setting up a huge stage, which is also very different from what we've had in previous years, which should be interesting to see if there's going to be maybe a music performance, something to do with Beats Music, or maybe it will have something to do with a fitness demo with the iWatch. Who knows? But they are planning something different that's not the same place it used to be, or usually is for that matter. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And in terms of when you can expect to start seeing things announced from Apple, it's going to be happening, like I said, September 9th, 2014, and the event will start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which over there is really 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time if you're in California time. I'm all the way on the other side of the country here in Jersey, and that is Eastern Time, and like I said, that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as usual, every year you can expect a ton of coverage from me. I'll be covering, you know, as we go with the live blog, I'll be covering everything on Twitter with pictures, tweets, retweets from popular tech blogs. It depends. I'll be back in school by then, so it might be a little bit hard for me to get information out to you live. I'll try my best, though, as I do every year. You can also expect a full event recap from me, and of course, eventually when the iPhone 6 comes out, which should be September 19th, we've predicted these dates already, you can expect my full coverage, unboxing, review, demo of any new features, show off the stuff that's in it, and more. And so yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. That is it. That is everything you need to know. Apple finally sent us out these invitations. It was the date that we predicted, September 9th. Of course, I predicted that it wouldn't be another, I think tomorrow would have made it 5 days until we saw this invitation, but we got it early, which is fantastic. So you, like I said, expect it to be just in a few weeks. We will see the iPhone 6 for the first time, and then of course most likely a launch on September 19th, 2014. Look forward to that date as well. So that's it, guys. Get ready, get excited. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I'm pretty sure you are. If you are, leave a like down below and let me know that you are. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, I'm very excited for this. I can't wait to see what happens, and be sure to subscribe because I'm going to have a ton of iPhone 6 videos coming as soon as I get the latest news on it and anything else from that point on. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.